everything.
Yeah.
First, we always have to make this clear, is that it is not a remake. The original is epic. It's just that. So we're not trying to copy it or anything like that. This is literally our show to where it's following the lives of the children of the original characters and their journeys and what they turn into.
And I will say the theme stays the same for Boomerang. What goes around comes around.
Tia, because I feel like she's like our comedic relief. You know, we tackle a lot of serious topics and we try to make light of it, but I feel like whenever Tia comes around, like whatever she says, it's just dead funny. So that's my favorite character.
I play Simone. I would say my favorite character is Ari. I feel like he lives his life unapologetically. So that's something that I feel like a lot of people strive to do.
I am in love with Brittany Inge's character, Crystal. She is woman. She's so woman. She's decided about herself. She's super comfortable with herself, and she's very much so motherly, and I feel like every group needs that.
So I play Crystal Garrett, and my favorite character besides myself would have to be Tia, because she's so unapologetic and she's super Black, she's super woke, and that's like Brittany in real life. I'm just like about the culture, about the people, so.
I was gonna, well, besides my character as well, I was honestly gonna say Tia myself. Because the way Lala Milan portrays it, it's amazing. Like, she's like a perfect fit for that. She doesn't care what anybody thinks. She's free, she's challenging. She's awesome. Tia's a star.
My name is Leland. I play Ari. I love Ari a lot. And I think if I had to choose one, I would choose Ari twice. You know, I really would, you know what I mean? Because like, listen, you know what I mean? Like, he's dope, and he's portrayed by a really dope actor, if I should say so myself. I'm just trying to say, you know. If I had to choose anybody, man. You know what? I like how pushy Simone is. You know what I mean? I like the fact that she's just bougie.
It is very relevant and concurrent with Black History and Black History Month because it's so Black. Like, it deals with Black issues, sexuality, how Black people and young Black people have struggles that they're dealing with and their journeys to find themselves in so many different ways.
We are showcasing, like Leland said, and like our commercial says, like, there's not just one way to be Black. And I think so often, and even when Boomerang came out, it was revolutionary in the fact that it was showing Black people in a new light. And I think now we're taking that same approach with a modern spin, obviously, and just showing the spectrum of Blackness. And I think people who haven't seen themselves represented on screen will see themselves. And so that is our contribution to like the culture and Black history, because people are finally gonna get to see so many different faces and versions of themselves on screen.
For young Black poppin' people.
See, mine's gonna be basic. Boomerang is lit.
Boomerang is dope. It's different. It's needed.
Listen, a lot of people are going to see themselves that didn't necessarily see themselves before on television. And I think that's very important. You know, representation is extremely important when it comes to people who have not necessarily been represented out there in the public. You know, and when you kind of show off certain aspects of society, people become more exposed to it and more accepting of certain things.
Absolutely.
Yeah. One thing that actually sticks out, if we just stay on this, one thing that sticks out in my mind that I really appreciate is, without spoiling too much, young Black men talking about their feelings. And we covered that as well. And I think it's great because there's this toxic masculinity and this thing in men, and with us, where we're afraid to do that. We feel like we're not supposed to do that or else we're going to come off a certain way. But I think that's important because we should be sharing that because it's real.
There's gonna be a character in the show that you can relate to.
Lena Waithe's best piece of advice to me was, and I quote, "Do that shit."
to be a leader and understand how to be a leader and to step into that position. If you feel like you know something, you feel very comfortable and you feel experienced about something, go ahead and step in that position and take role.
I agree. Lena and I have talked many times, and I think the best piece of advice that she's given me is to be a leader.
Lena would say, this is bigger than us. Very true, in my opinion. Like we were talking about this being needed, this is bigger than us. You know, we're teaching, we're groundbreaking, we're representing, we're doing so much in this series, but we're also entertaining, we're making you laugh. I mean, we can't forget about the fact that we're your relief from your outside world, you know, every Tuesday night at 10 p.m.
Actually, she told me something. She said, you're going to save lives. And so just being aware of the responsibility that comes with that, that was probably the most powerful piece that she poured into me. She's always pouring. She be preaching. She's amazing.